Danny Trainer is back. Danny, still, this is a few days off. I mean,
Yes.
we're talking 4 or 5
and
days
things
off.
change.
Yes,
during
and
that
they
time.
likely will.
But
But we are going to get some rain.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
And
for sure.
I think the West Coast is getting punished because if you remember a couple of weeks back, we were talking about flooding conditions already on the west side
Right.
of the state. So
Right, they're soaked,
the ground gets saturated super fast, and the next thing you know, we got ponding and flooding and all of that sort of stuff. So I do want to mention too the fact that I will see an increase in rain coverage as we go through the next several days. We've got some out there now overnight. You might hear the pitter-patter on your roof of some rainfall. Those of you who live on the coast, got about a 40% chance of that happening. Those of us who live inland areas, about 20% chance. But as you can see, there's plenty out there, so it's still going to keep coming. So that's going to interfere with going to school in the morning. It's going to interfere with a lot of things. So just kind of keep this in mind that as we go through the next 4 days, the chances of rain are going to go up. So grab an umbrella and get ready. Now, when will it be impacting our area the most? Well, it looks like maybe Thursday night. But at the same time, expect these things to increase and winds to pick up as the storm moves on out into the open waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, it's about 60, 70 miles to the south of Key West, and it's still a tropical depression, which means it's mostly rain and a little bit of wind kicking up to about 35 miles an hour. Gaston continues to grow. Look at that, 120 miles an hour. But it is TD9 and TD8 that we are keeping a very close eye on, especially TD9, 35 mile an hour winds, moving west at 9 miles an hour. It's not in any hurry. Where's it going to go? Well, as you can see, we put it on out into the Gulf of Mexico, and that's Monday, 8 o'clock. Okay, so we continue into Tuesday. There's 8 o'clock Tuesday. We continue now, 8 o'clock, 50 mile an hour winds, by the way, still out in the middle of the Gulf, but look at here. Moving onshore, possibly 8 o'clock, 60 mile an hour winds appear around Crystal River. So that's what we're keeping an eye on right now, and that would impact all of us. I mean, if it crossed over Lake City, but we're going to get a lot of that moisture just piling on top of us, and that's going to give us a pretty good chance to, well, have a lot of rain. And a lot of rain could mean a lot of wind, and when you get a lot of rain, a lot of wind, you get trees down. So keep that in mind too. All right, let's take another look at what's going on with Gaston out in the middle of the Atlantic. Stationary, and who cares? If it's stationary, it's going to stay out in the Atlantic. So fish beware. All right, let's take a look at TD8. TD8, now, remember when we were talking about what it's going to be like 8 o'clock tomorrow evening? Take a look. It's 35 miles an hour strong too. So it's very similar to number 9. Look at this, 8 o'clock, 40 miles an hour. Somebody's going to get declared Hermine. Which one? That's going to be the big story for tomorrow. Models all agree that it's going to kind of come very close to the coast and then head on out into the middle of the Atlantic. We got up to 92 today, 91. I don't know if you've noticed it, but 2 weeks ago, 92 was normal, 91. We're starting to cool down. Yeah, the weather story, pesky sea showers overnight. That's what we're going to be dealing with. Higher rain chances, yes, absolutely. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe 80, 90% chance of rain. Tomorrow does not look all that different than any other average day around Florida. We got showers coming in from the Atlantic. We got heat. Still going to get up to like 90 degrees tomorrow. That's going to kick in some thunderstorms. So just get ready. Start carrying that umbrella with you everywhere you go, because look what I got going on by Tuesday at 11 a.m. You watching that? Put down your phone. Okay. Here we go. Here's what we've got. Tonight, we're going to drop to 76. Here's what's going on hour by hour tomorrow.
Your forecast brought to you by Del Air Heating and Air Conditioning.
Still waiting for Eric to put his phone down. All right, school day. Here's what we got for you. Warm start, rain anytime, noon, and then 90 degrees by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 50%. I'm going to give it a C because it's going to be kind of yucky. Planning forecast. I want you to notice when I get to Thursday here. Put a symbol up there, tropical storm symbol. So I think that 60% chance of rain is kind of a dream. Yeah. I think that I think we're going to get a little closer to like 100. So keep that in mind. Things do change. I do not want to overemphasize it. I do not want to underemphasize it.
Yeah.
It's important. And a lot of rain and a lot of wind still causes a lot of trouble.